Hello and welcome everybody to the final round coverage of the 2021 MVP Open at Maple Hill, presented by MVP Disc Sports. This is the front nine. I'm Brian Earhart, joined here by Nate Perkins. Nate, I think we must have been nice to someone last week because we've been gifted just a phenomenal chase card going into this final day.
Who do we have?
We have Ricky Wysocki, we have Paul McBeth, we have Calvin Heimburg, and we have Ben Callaway.
This is the chase card?
This is like the backhand dream card. Just gorgeous backhand lines. We have some forehand lines. We have some spin putt, some push putt. And we also just have all players ready to make a push for the lead, chasing down Eagle McMahon.
Okay, so Eagle has a 4-stroke lead.
Yeah.
This card is 5 back. Is that right?
Oh, yeah. And anything can happen here. We can see an even par from the leader. We can see a 10 under from the leader. So you'll never know here.
So hole 1, 450 to clear the water here. We don't have a lot of wind during this final round, but we do have light rain. All the tee pads here are slick. So the tee pads out here at Maple Hill are these, what would you describe them?
They're called like pavers or brick.
Yeah, it's like they're like brick, and there's a little wood trim around the edges, and when they get wet, they are slick.
And
okay, so Rick is 5 back of Eagle at 17. Calvin, Ben are 6 back. $1,000 spectator passes sold for this week's tournament.
This was an absolutely electrifying experience. Ricky hits the angle well. I mean, that's going to go far. It's going to be right, but that is way down there.
Oh, he's going to almost have to throw backwards. That was so far. It's 600 feet off the tee.
What a problem to have. Too far right in the tree line. Calvin looking to make a correction. Yeah, it's interesting. The shot needs to be like this. That was chest level, you know. And that's perfect height. Oh, look at this. Oh, my gosh. That is way down the fairway. That's perfect.
Perfect spot.
What a season Ben's been having.
He's a stud. He's an absolute stud. He's one of your favorite players. Period. I mean, you guys have been playing for a while, but it's
backhand mechanics is this is what I geek out about, is just how Ben looks so effortless when he throws the disc.
He's got this interesting kind of pump that's late. Like, he doesn't pump out in front of him. He kind of like
big lag.
The double clutch, like here or toward his chest.
Yeah, I'm hoping we can showcase Ben's throw yet again for y'all, because it's a treat. And obviously, talking about technique here, this man's technique has continued to refine over time, and he's just really throwing some beautiful shots.
Go, baby.
Just effortless.
Crazy little air bounce.
Yeah, there's a little bit of wind out there, but not as bad as day one. And we are off. Paul's going to have to go to a standstill.
Oh, he's going for it from slightly out of position. Ooh.
Gave it a shot, and he still has a putt at the basket.
Brian, I don't know if you heard, the contract for this tournament is up after this year.
Oh.
So it might not be the MVP Disc Open moving forward. There's a bidding war going on right now.
Oh, yeah?
Just to clue all the fans in out there. This tournament,
could be
historically, the Vibram Open.
Little Caesars Open could be. And we have some clean approaches coming into the green. Calvin with an absolute bomb of a drive, having no problem getting up and down. And Paul has a putt, 60-footer. Actually, this is a little outside of circle 2, 75. And that almost took a nasty bounce off the front. But he is safe. Ben for his birdie.
We saw Ben shoot a 6 down yesterday, and he had 6 putts inside 40 feet that he missed.
It was like 28 to 40 feet, and Ricky also missing just outside circle 1. It's a nice momentum boost to get this hole, but it's not necessary to shoot a phenomenal round. But they all know they have to shoot pretty flawless if they want to catch up to Eagle. 9 down, 8 down. Alrighty. Off to number 2. 381. OB all down that right side. We're seeing more rollers than I think we've ever seen.
I feel the same way about this year.
Airshot is slowly going away. Seriously.
That wall kind of creeps into the mind a little bit.
We're gonna see the airshot from Calvin more than likely, because he doesn't reach for the roller unless he has to.
If that wall wasn't there, though, almost every player would just throw straight at it.
Yeah. Whoa.
What?
But it still stabilizes at the end.
flight
What a
was that?
shot! Come on!
That was incredible.
We got to jump back to Calvin's throw. The classic double clutch.
Okay, look, he starts off on the rock, this tee pad right
Yeah.
there. He's dropping down into this tee pad.
It hits that on just a touch of hyzer. The moment it flipped over, that wind kind of shoved it down, but it caught a pocket and still lifted up to the basket.
How does
solid.
Calvin have the same face even mid-throw?
It just
There
shows
was
you.
no huck face. He's so just relaxed.
And Ricky giving us an air shot as well. This is beautiful. Going a little deep.
Thanks, buddy.
We might stand corrected. We might see 4 air shots.
We
'Cause
sound
Ben-
silly at this point.
Yeah, Ben goes Onyx. Well, I mean, I haven't seen 4 air shots from a card all tournament. And Ben just
Hook up.
needs that to come back. So close.
And that exact flight right there is why a lot of players do throw the roller. Because if you bleed it any extra at all to the right, and you're going to be OB, putting from circle's edge. I don't know how to describe that shirt. Pixelated? What is going on? It's the opposite of camouflage.
Reality?
It's like, here I am.
I don't know quite.
It's like, here I am.
Yeah, Paul's looking snazzy here. The drive not as snazzy, and off to this left side, you have some scrambling to do. A couple tight gaps.
He's got to hit a small gap on the right. Look at that little air bounce. That
Nice
was
shot.
such a pretty shot. The little
Just
Caleb
snap
missed
the
a little
wrist.
air bounce
Yeah.
right there.
Ben to save a par from about 55. Ricky cashing a birdie.
All right, guys, you know what to do. Give us that woo count.
Give us the woo counter.
They loved it.
Start it now. Please start the woo counter now. I think last time we were a little late. Paul tapping in his 3. Ben is going to have to take a bogey, unfortunately. And a nasty birdie from Calvin.
At Upper Park Disc Golf, we're in business to make the game better for everyone. We do that by helping our player team grow their brands, by donating to great charities like You Play Disc Golf, by maintaining a 98% customer satisfaction rating, and by living our core values. Play different, create legendary relationships, be a good human, and enjoy the ride. So when you buy from Upper Park Disc Golf, you know you're buying from a company that loves the game as much as you do. Upper Park Disc Golf. Play different.
Hole number 3, 412 uphill, little drift to the right, back uphill to the left. My personal favorite shot to throw on this course.
And you throw with forehand, right?
Yeah, it's tough, but it's
Yeah.
so satisfying to just put this where you want it, and you know right out of your hand if it's going to be good.
This is just so sick. Calvin going eagle here.
This is what we were talking about yesterday, kind of that more subtle
no.
turn, but he just does not get it straight enough. And that's going to be a nasty spot. All right. I actually, before I forget, I need to share a stat here. Ricky versus Paul McBeth, since the conception of the Disc Golf Pro Tour, they are neck and neck. 18 wins, 18 losses, 3 draws. As Ricky puts it under the basket, Paul and Ricky are completely notched up.
They have the exact same top 10
18 wins,
percentage.
18 losses, 3 draws in Disc Golf Pro Tour events. And Paul throws a nice smooth turnover. Doesn't quite get it over right enough. Even crazier, Nate, in regards to total strokes, Ricky is up by 14 strokes, 7,028 to 7,007 strokes. Only 14 strokes separate them.
So does that mean that Paul's actually ahead with less strokes thrown?
Oh, yeah. Sorry. So Paul's
Or
throwing
is that how it's counted? Those are their total strokes?
I was thinking of like high score in a video game. Yeah, you're right.
Those are the total
strokes. So
Wow.
Paul's beating him by 14 strokes. Sorry.
And you guys have to check out
Statmando. Awesome.
Statmando, Dion Arlen.
Yeah, you can put tour players head to head, national tour, pro tour, majors. You can see what their records are. It's actually a pretty cool platform. But yeah, I found that fascinating. 14 strokes separates them amongst the entire Disc Golf Pro Tours that they've played. Wild.
Incredible stat. Look at that display of touch from Callaway.
Yeah.
Just all upper body right there.
Ben is a phenomenal thrower of all toy frisbees, and you give him a trash can lid, he'll know how to throw it. He has a very broad knowledge of the flying disc. Ricky getting another birdie. 2 down through 3. They know that if they want to win this tournament, they got to pop off double digits more than likely.
Hole 4. It's a trick shot hole. 4-foot gap off the tee. We've seen a couple jump putts this year.
Yeah.
Out on the right side. Got some new features on this one.
I love these little retention platforms
Yeah.
to block runoff, and it's actually made the hole better.
And Steve said that his 10-year plan for this, Brian, I don't know if you've heard, is to build out onto the water.
No way.
Peninsula. Way out.
Oh, I
in the
love
pond.
that.
Pig up the middle. Oh, it's on a rope. Needs to sit down. No. What just happened? It hit
He just hit the
dead
cameraman.
center frame on our camera.
That is a...
That was going in the pond for
That's
sure.
the biggest blessing you could possibly ask for from the disc golf gods. That is 40 feet out of bounds.
I've never felt more involved in a shot. I felt like we just stopped it.
I think I just got hit by the disc.
I
Yeah.
felt like I just got hit by the disc. And so will all the viewers at home when they watch it. They're gonna
Comment
feel
if
like,
you jumped.
if you feel like you saved Ricky from going OB, just let us know. Hit the like button.
Ben putting a roach down there. Makes a correction from the other day. And this is what I was talking about.
This is a unicorn right here.
His only
Paul
thumber on
McBeth
tour.
Throwing a thumber off the tee.
And it's a Reaper, a disc that doesn't even get made anymore.
The last.
Still not terrible.
No.
He's putting for
That
birdie.
last little branch.
Paul just not quite giving it that full commitment. He's kind of short-arming it a bit, seems. This is Ben looking at birdie from about 30.
It's a good-looking putt.
Oh, absolutely. And he puts in so many hours into that putt. What a great break. Just drilling the camera.
I mean, he would have had to go back to the van and get another pig.
Yeah.
He's going to be throwing the pig the rest of the round.
Yeah, not only do you lose your go-to disc, you also take an OB stroke. Nope. Moving on. Hole number 5, 268 water carry. With the calmer conditions, it's going to be a lot easier to access this green with the backhand turnover. Still kind of a sliver of a green. You really don't want to come in with something too glidey. You kind of want to just stick it. Ricky following that advice. He
Are we
is.
planting trees? All right, maybe not.
I mean, we maybe should have given him one when he hit the cameraman.
Oh, yeah.
You know,
should have planted trees.
We should have
for
planted a
sure.
new cameraman. Whatever that. Never mind. Anyway, here's Ben with the Raptor.
Just over the top. Oh, that's an unfortunate reaction off the ground right there. He's going to have a straight death putt.
That's what makes it so tough.
What was Calvin like for this shot?
I think
Draco?
This is a Draco that he's throwing, similar to a Firebird, I believe. Still molded by Innova. Forehand over the water. No way. What? Oh, wow! No way!
A smile, maybe.
No.
Calvin Heimburg. Hole in one. Hole 5 at Maple Hill. What
Paul trying
a
to stack
surprise. That one said, good shot.
Gosh.
That is just... That's one cool cat right there. I mean, just... He is an icon for disc golf.
Oh, yeah. Ooh, Ricky with the spinner from 40. Beautiful.
It just will always amaze me how he can switch in the moment like that. Just audible right to a spin putt when he can't get his normal stance. Look at that.
Oh!
This hole.
Let's go,
Are
Ben.
you kidding? An ace and then just 2 gorgeous, slightly nose up spin putts. That was straight at the water.
Good hole, guys.
They just played it 5 down.
That was a pretty good hole. Hopefully they carry that into the toughest hole in the course.
They're going to need it for this one.
Oh, yeah.
OB right, OB left. If you hit early, it's really hard to get up and down because of that last cluster of trees in the middle. This one eats people up every year.
This is the disc for it, for sure. If he just hits it with a hint of hyzer, he can get it to drift down that right gap if he wants. Oh.
Shot.
Not too shabby. Hits the gap. Flick is hard to lay down on this hole. There's some trees off to the right side that make that gap tight.
And Ricky's going driver here.
Ooh, that's high. It's got to keep drifting left or else it's going to go a B.
Yeah, dude.
Oh, and he gets it. He is right there inside circle 1. I find it interesting with Ricky's footwork how his back foot crosses in front. Yeah, that's interesting. It crosses in front of his lead foot. That's the thing that I found really interesting as Ben just smooths this Luna down the fairway.
Just repeats yesterday's line.
Yeah. It's an automatic disc for him. I do want to say, though, with forehand footwork, I get asked this in clinics. It's the one thing that I can't quite teach perfectly because if you watch all of the best forehand throwers, they all do it a little bit differently. There's the hop, the shuffle.
There's the Sexton hop philosophy. Or there's...
But then you watch Ricky.
We're calling like the Eagle McMahon where he
Yeah.
just kind of...
Gallops. Little weight shift. Yeah, Ricky's
It's like a
setup is
pitcher,
interesting.
you know?
Yeah,
Like everybody is going to do it a little bit different
but there's core fundamentals you can teach.
with the lag of the elbow and the wrist.
Exactly. And here is Paul. See what kind of gap he has. He's lining up. Definitely lining up to make. Oh, yeah. Misses off right. Ricky after getting to the right gap. And this is the pace.
Was that 5 in a row after after missing
Missing hole 1.
missing hole 1?
He got 2 through
short-ish
6.
putt.
This is what he needs to do if he wants to make a run at the win. He needs to put pressure on the front 9.
That puts him tied for first right now.
Mm-hmm. And Paul's kind of had a bit of a bland start so far. Foot has not been on the gas.
The pig is just the disc for me. From the top of the disc all the way to the bottom of the flight plate, I have 100% control of what this disc does. Thumb track's gonna give me consistency and the confidence to hit that angle a little bit better. I can throw sidearm, feel comfortable. I can throw backhand, feel comfortable. High pressure upshot, I'm reaching for the pig. It's the upshot disc.
Hole 7. Very, very challenging hole. We've been seeing some players get up there, but usually it puts them left of the basket if you throw it perfect.
You have no room to shape.
No.
You have to throw it dead straight for the first 200 feet.
Yeah.
That's what makes this one so hard is the early trees.
You don't get to throw flat. You have to throw with a little bit of hyzer and push it forward, which is interesting for Ricky because it's not necessarily his favorite shot to throw, but he has
incredible.
done it.
What? Where is that going,
Oh, and he's
Brian?
gone deep.
That
What a
thing
shame.
was just hovering
Yeah.
past the green. What a shot.
Because it's playing closer to 400 because it's uphill.
He's going to be so bummed when he sees how
Yeah.
deep that went.
Mm-hmm. And that's going to kick off left. Not great. That is high, but it looks good. This looks similar to his shot yesterday. Almost exactly identical to his shot yesterday. Just needs it a little bit lower. He just needs it 5 feet lower so it can push forward.
Undertaker?
I mean, the plastic looks similar to that disc he threw the thumber with, but I don't believe it was. I almost thought it was a mid-range that he was throwing. He throws so many new discs, it's actually pretty hard to track down some of the stuff that he throws. He's one that switches a lot of stuff in and out of his bag per round even sometimes.
Pretty crafty shot from jail right there by Calvin. Man, Ricky had nothing. So unfortunate.
Yeah, that's about as pure of a drive as you could get, but he just needed to slow it down. Similar fate to yesterday for Ben. Okay. There's a blemish right there for Calvin. And he still has a 25 footer. And Paul stays at even through 7. Birdie on 4-5, par on 6 and 7.
I didn't see a birdie this week in person.
On 7?
I don't think we watched a birdie either.
No. I saw one in person during my round.
Okay.
It was with a pretty large forward flare on kind of a low drive, but it's not easy to park this hole. And here we go. Final day, hole 8 is an absolute blast. The 8 holes were in full force here.
Yeah, they brought out some green posters, and they were doing the wave. If you got the green flag, if you landed on this island, it was incredible. And we might see it right here, actually.
I think we're gonna. And that's got to come
needs
back.
help.
Oh, boy. And he's going to have a putt from that exciting drop zone. Downhill 70-footer. And there was some wind off on this hole. It was pushing to the right. You kind of have to jam the disc more forward. And Ben is he going mid-range again? Slipped. Yeah. Oh, and he still makes the island. That is fantastic.
There we go. There's the wave.
Yeah, the spotters were dancing around the basket with their green flags. A little unsettling, but also pretty wholesome. This looks solid if it gets down. Oh, yeah. Oh,
that
man.
kid is so stoked.
Yes, he is. And that needs to get off that tree.
Yeah, clear.
Wow.
What a flight. It was heading straight for that tree the whole time. Okay, this is like 50-footer.
I think it's the perfect distance for this drop zone.
You know what I heard?
What?
about that basket?
What?
Is they were moving the basket, and they asked Simon to come up to the drop zone. And they kept moving the basket closer until Simon said, okay, I think I would run it from here. And then they put the basket right there.
Love that.
And it's in the perfect spot. I thought I was going to lay it up until I got up there, and I'm like, I have to go for this. With everybody watching.
And Calvin jams a birdie putt.
No.
And yet again, Paul just kind of struggling on the putting green
It's
today.
been a tough front for him. He fired that one in there.
Oh, yeah.
He really does hit him hard, though.
And his push putt has gained more spin over time. He does put a lot of force behind the putt, but his wrist is not hinging from in to out. He's really shoving the disc at the basket. It's a true push putt, but
Really?
yeah, but I don't know. It comes out
It's just fired.
with a lot of pace.
And it's dead flat, too.
Yeah. Envious. Hole number 9. We may see some aggressive play on this one today, coming down the stretch. It's eagleable.
Very possible to get one up this hill and turned over.
Got to throw something flippy.
This is the green that you dream of, though. The little stump with the waterfall and just inside, and that is flippy.
Oh, yeah. Just
Great
fine.
spot.
Mm-hmm. And Ben is just going conservative. He's going with a putter here.
You know, I've always wondered if this wasn't a disc golf hole, like, what would it be? Just
Treacherous mountain biking?
yeah.
Nate, I think it's disc golf and that's it.
That's why this sport is so magic.
Yeah.
Bro. It's like this is just a hill and some ponds,
Yeah.
but you put a basket and a tee pad, and all of a sudden it becomes this place where like all this magic can happen.
And this is a hole where I feel like a lot of cool stuff happens.
So many cool things happen on this hole.
Yeah.
Like, do you remember when Ricky threw it in from the like way deep, like 5 or 6 years ago, maybe even more?
We had Connor just in round 1 drop one in for a birdie.
He is going aggressive.
And that's a pitch out. He's not going to get to go for the birdie from there. This is a flippy jawbreaker zone from Ben. And that still leaves him on the hill. Okay. And this was an overcompensation from his mistake he made yesterday. Okay, circle's edge. Kind of a tough circle's edge putt to run, but
Yeah, the basket's like 4 feet
Yeah.
from the water right there. Come on back. Come on now. No, it didn't.
no! He is going to just get to drop in a par, but that's no fun. And he just keeps getting those putts from 30 to 50 that he's normally pretty deadly from. And bogey on 8, par on 9. That kind of slows him down a bit. And we have Ben and Paul that have just been even through the front 9.
Both even on the front.
Yeah.
This was a tough hole for this card.
Yeah, and this is a hole that you'd see it, 2 decades ago, and it would probably be unchanged and played very similarly, still giving players a challenge. There you have it for the front 9. Calvin Heimburg dropping the ace on hole 5.
Oh, that hole was too much fun to watch. Those spin putts. Ricky still has a chance.
He does. We move
Where
into
are we
this
at
back
now?
9. Adam Hammis has taken the lead.
Wait, 7 on the front?
He is moving right now.
An eagle shot even on the front?
Anything can happen, folks.
Ricky's just 4 off.
9 more holes to go. We could see a Chase Card champion.
I just can't get over this drone shot, though.
It's beautiful.
That is ridiculous. That is hole 1's pond right there in the background, and then that is hole 18's fairway right there in the foreground, right there next to the sap house.
Iconic.
I can't believe that we get to play disc golf here.
We will catch you on the back. See you soon.